Hello, hello. I'm gonna do a little just chatting for the rest of the stream because I feel like it. Sorry, you used to have this thing about starting fires in people's server on Minecraft. Odin, was that you? Was that you? Was that you who killed my server? That one time? Wootfast was there for that. Anyways, let's watch some YouTube videos. Oh, you don't have Minecraft? So how did you start fires in purple servers? If you didn't have Minecraft. A long time ago when it was on Game Pass. The filter is so obvious in like the large scale. It's like, I look so weird. I look weird. Into Ark Survival. I can't freaking type, I hate it. Is that like a, what you call it? What do you call those types of games? Is it like a, what do you call them? What do you call them? It's an MMO? Oh, okay, that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking, you know, like Fortnite, Warzone, Realm Royale. Was it Realm Royale? Like stuff like those where you kind of spawn, everybody spawns and you have to be like the last team to win kind of thing. I feel like those have a name. Battle? What are those called? What type of game is Fortnite? Let me just bring up the windows here. Oh, you guys can see the window. I hate this co-pilot thing because I always frickin' press it by accident and they're like, why do you have to be pinned? Oh, unpin. Oh. I gotta just unpinned it this whole time. They have something kind of like, it's called Survival of the Fittest. What type of game? Battle Royale. I was right. I was almost right because I said battle. Like battle. I knew it was like battle something. And when I said, what was that game? Realm Royale. When I said Realm Royale, I should have put two and two together. Battle Royale. That's the type of game. So I was thinking maybe Ark is a Battle Royale style, but maybe it's not. It's an MMO. Ark Survival. It just says action adventure survival video game. Prehistoric? No, robot dragons? Wait, robot dinosaurs? Prehistoric, futuristic robot dinosaurs, and also not? It's not that you can join people's servers and build? Right. No, I didn't think. Or, sorry, at first I thought, but... Interesting. Big Big Co. How's it going? Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I'm not actually playing Minecraft anymore. I'm kind of just chilling now. Let's change this. Hello. This is like too bright, I think.
Every day, one of the 25 trucks with Golden Express Trucking in Langley bring BC blueberries, vegetables, and machine parts across the border to California and Arizona. The trucks come back with American-grown fruits and vegetables and electronics.
Yeah, sorry, I was playing Minecraft and then I just stopped playing Minecraft. But, I do play Minecraft on this channel. But yeah, sorry. Because I'm actually gonna, like, go to sleep soon and I just thought I would chill and chat a little bit before I go.
The threat from U.S. President-elect Donald Trump to slap a 25% tariff on goods from Canada and Mexico could slow the flow of products that.
Why do they, like, no offense, but why it's this? I don't feel like this person speaking is like a
this company going.
I don't know,
not just me, a lot of our trucking companies are worried because this is going to directly impact how much freight we can take down. It'll also
This is about the tariffs that Trump plan on Canada and Mexico.
The amount of freight that we can bring back, because say we have to run trucks empty, it'll drive up the cost of all the produce, and other stuff that comes from the States.
Trump's shot across the bow has BC businesses bracing for the economic fallout. 54% of BC exports go to the United States.
And when you look at the exports that BC produces and sends to the United States, we're talking about wood products, we're talking about metals and minerals, we're talking about energy products, agriculture products, machinery.
The impact, Anderson says, could be job losses in those sectors. That was the reaction from BC Federation of Labour members when Premier David Eby mentioned the tariff.
This will be devastating to workers on both sides of the border.
Eby and his fellow premiers will meet with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to figure out next steps.
We buy more American stuff than France and China and Japan and the United Kingdom combined. So we are negotiating, I believe, from a position of strength.
Trump has said the tariffs will take effect January 20th, his inauguration day, unless Canada and Mexico curb the flow of drugs and migrants across their borders.
Our ports are not being protected. Less than 1% of our containers are checked on our ports.
BC Conservative leader John Rustad called for emergency funding to boost security at BC's borders and ports to stop the flow of illegal drugs. One union boss who represents forestry workers across BC and Canada thinks Trump's tough talk on tariffs could just be bluster.
Why do I feel like it's just like, I don't know, like it doesn't sound like a news reporter to me. We were talking about Ark, one of your favorite games. Oh no, wait. Wait, it's one of your favorite games and you hate it?
Makes sense on either side of the border. But again, this is Trump's style, and sometimes he likes to, light the house on fire as a leverage to other bargaining.
Canada's newly negotiated free trade agreement that replaced NAFTA is up for renewal 2 years from now. Trump's tariff threat is sure to amp up the urgency on those talks.
2 years from now? Hold on.
Bargaining.
Canada's newly negotiated free trade agreement that replaced NAFTA is up for renewal 2 years from now.
Trudeau's not gonna be here. If Trudeau's still here, he is a friggin' dictator, tyrant. What do you call it? Those people who never leave, who never leave office? Like Putin type or whatever, like those types that never leave office, no democracy. That's what this guy is. This Trudeau. It's that kind of game, the more you play, the more it hurts, but you just keep playing. I know those types.
Tariff threat is sure to amp up the urgency on those talks. Katie DeRosa, CBC News, Victoria.
Interesting. Have I seen? I've seen for Royal Canin. I think that's it.
Your Instagram TM.
Let's fight.
Me.
Oh.
I will kill
Oh,
you.
is this
You're in a 20
Decoy?
mile
Oh, this is
radius.
Decoy's video. We already watched Decoy's video.
I want to start off by saying this is a very disturbing, uncomfortable interview to watch. If you're watching this with your kids, they're 12, 10, 14 years old, this is not the
Please.
one for them to watch. There was extreme tension.
Any kids in the chat, please exit. We're gonna watch something a little serious right now. Let me just change my... Let me just change this. And... Content classification... Sexual themes... Done. Ark is actually soul crushing. It's the only survival game that is legitimately always trying to kill you. I mean, I guess that's the point of you know, like imagine the game wasn't trying to kill you, then you didn't have to survive and it wouldn't be a survival game, right? But more importantly, it's always trying to kill your pets. Why? Now, well, that's not cool.
In certain moments, some of this she shared some names she's never shared before.
Let me start this over. Let me start this over. Disclaimer. What he said, what this says, okay? Apply to me. Oh, it says chill crash. Hold on. Chat. Let me. Oh, should I have to change all this? Sorry, guys. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is your favorite Portuguese holiday tradition? Ooh, a holiday tradition? You mean like around this time? Or in general, any tradition? If you ever stream, you're totally using that filter. Where was that in the 80s when you were manually applying mascara? I know, right? This is a snap camera app on my computer. You just have to download it, but I think, let me see. It's called Snap Camera. If you want to install it, whisper me, because it's a little finicky. Alright, I'm gonna stop playing around and let's freaking do something, Hunniebee. Hold on. If you ever stream, that filter. Oops, I clipped. That was an accident. I just need some tags real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What did I used to use? What tags did I used to use? Just chatting. Alright, anyways, let's watch this video. I'm gonna read the title to you guys, and any kids in the chat should probably leave. No, they should leave. Please leave if you're under 18. Sorry. So before I start this, so my favorite holiday tradition, around this time would probably be, like, there's something called Dia de San Martin. It's technically like, it's in November, but it's around this time, and it's basically when we just eat a bunch load of roasted chestnuts and wine and celebrate. So, but there's like other traditions that I probably love even more, but they're not like holiday related. They're just like summertime kind of thing. Why are you walking away? Why are you walking away? Why are you leaving? Don't leave. All right.
I want to start off by saying this is a very disturbing.
Sorry. Let me read this to you. It's called Multiple Sex Trafficking Survivors Named and Exposed. Justin Trudeau's father in very serious claims. Oh, you're not a kid. You said, where was that in the 80s? You said, didn't you? Where was that in the 80s when I was manually applying mascara? Were you applying mascara as a fetus? Castro's already dead?
I want to start off by saying this is a very disturbing, uncomfortable interview to watch. If you're watching this with your kids, they're 12, 10, 14 years old, this is not the one for them to watch. There was extreme tension in certain moments. Some of this, she shared some names she's never shared before. Multiple were prime ministers. Multiple were billionaires. These are her claims. Enjoy this uncomfortable interview that I had with Annika Lucas.
Well, that was quite the intro. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This video most likely will be suppressed, shadow banned, or kind of throttled in the algorithm just due to the topic at hand. However, these are things that I'm starting to hear more and more about, especially in conversations, those whispering conversations. And if you are somebody who's a little bit more sensitive to these types of conversations or topics, if you've dealt with this yourself, or if you know somebody who's dealt with this, I would probably suggest just tuning into the next video that I put out, next video that I put out. But on this topic at hand, the reason I wanted to cover it is because Justin Trudeau's dad gets mentioned multiple times throughout this video, and through understanding what this woman is explaining might actually give us an explanation as to why Justin Trudeau is the way he is. Now, you're going to hear a lot of...
He just said, did you hear what he said?
As to why Justin is explaining might actually give us an explanation as to why Justin Trudeau is the way he is. Now, you're going to hear a lot of claims made by this woman, Annika, and as PBD says, do your own research.
That guy, he was the Diddy
this
of Canada.
Sensitive subject is becoming a little bit more in the forefront ever since, I would say, that video from the movie from last year, The Sound of Freedom, came out, that kind of put forward how all of this child trafficking and all this abuse is happening. And PBD mentions, it sounds like close to almost 500,000 kids have gone missing, just in America alone.
But I advise you to go do your own due diligence, your own research. The reason why I wanted to have this conversation, this is not a podcast you want to sit there. I can't wait to watch this one here.
Welcome back.
But I think we have to, because, you know, with the 359,000 missing children in America as of 2022, according to the FBI, what else do we need to do? Just sit around and not talk about it? No. You know what? It's just too disturbing to watch. It's just too disturbing to watch. Someone's kid is missing. Do we not bring light to it? Do we not address it? I just feel it's our responsibility. And every once in a while, I do these because I think it's our responsibility to bring attention to it. It takes a lot of courage. And
that's, to be honest, that's why I watch these on stream as well. It's like, too many people just like, it's nothing bad is happening anywhere. Everything's fine. Like, you know, people aren't that evil. And, like, unfortunately, they are. And, you know, the more they're exposed, I think, the better. Because, you know, they're getting away with really bad freaking stuff.
I also don't want to sit there and, you know,
I don't know, it's just...
claim everyone's guilty. I believe innocent till proven guilty, but I believe go do your research and your own due diligence on the names that she's dropping.
Now, most of you know I like doing a little bit of research for my videos, and PBD definitely isn't the first podcaster to talk about this subject. You've had, as of recently, a lot of
Hey,
Candace
Sparkle,
Owens
how you
podcasts
doing?
are on this sort of thing. Joe Rogan has talked an extensive amount, especially about MK Ultra and what the CIA did to the American population. And through some of my own research, as I'll be showing you a little bit later on, there's another individual who's been quite outspoken about this, mentions Pierre Trudeau as well, has her own podcast, and there's an
Candace.
episode from about 2 years ago where she talks
Candace Owens.
a little bit more in depth about this that we'll get into. But now let's jump into
Who
the
was it?
PBD podcast.
Who said it?
You're 9 years old at the time.
Yeah.
Okay. And who's there? Some of the names that you're saying. Who's there at this
Well,
party?
okay, I know you really want to hear names, and I really don't like to focus so much on the names, but Eddie Arnold was an American perpetrator that was there.
Oh, sorry, it's really cut off for
And
you guys.
Eddie Arnold
I
was...
didn't realize.
Yeah. So Eddie Arnold was somebody who really, really, really wanted to belong to the club. And I don't know how people got in there. Some of them are coming in through masonry. Some of them are coming in other ways because they get famous and then they get lured in. But
So
he
Trudeau's
just
daddy
really wanted
ate
to
Castro.
belong.
Now, when you say belong to the club,
When people talk about Trudeau's dad in this context, for example, they mean his legal dad, right? Like his government dad.
club meaning just to be there.
Power.
But was he?
It's power.
But not abusing kids. You're not.
No,
not
he abused me. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Wait, who's he? Who's it? Who's he? Who's he?
So Eddie
Oh, sorry,
Arnold,
Eddie Arnold. He was an American country music singer. Okay.
was somebody who really, really, really wanted to belong to the club. And I don't know how people got in there. Some of them are coming in through masonry. Some of them are coming in other ways because they get famous and then they get lured in. But he just really wanted to belong.
Now, when you say belong to the club, meaning just to be there.
Power.
But was he?
It's power.
But not abusing kids. You're not.
No,
not
he abused me. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he abused me.
So here we have her reluctantly giving us the first name, and it's of a famous musician. Now, as she states, she's going to say this over and over again, she doesn't want to focus so much on the names of the individuals, but more so of the corruption, the acts, and the cover-up of itself. Now, as we're going to continue seeing this is where PBD doesn't say the name. He just kind of leads her into it, talks to her saying, you know, you've mentioned other politicians, and that's when she drops the name Pierre Trudeau.
Meanwhile,
this guy would
horrible
sing
things were
Christmas
happening.
Songs.
Yeah. Meanwhile, lots of horrible things were happening.
But you see, if I look online, there's literally nothing online about accusations about Eddie Arnold.
Can you say? You're not going to probably... I know a lot of survivors of David Rockefeller, but I don't think you're going to find any accusation online about David Rockefeller. It's all about cover-up. It was very, very good. All the investment, all the money goes... I mean, not all the money, but it goes a lot to the image.
You gave a couple other names to me earlier.
What happened?
I don't want to say
What
it
happened?
until you're comfortable. One of the
Drink
names
more
was
water. I don't drink enough water.
Another famous politician from
That's
the West.
why I have that there.
Yeah.
That's why Nightbot
How did you
tells
meet
me
him?
to drink water.
He was also there
But it's also a reminder for everyone in the chat too.
that week.
Sorry, what?
Another famous politician from the West.
Hold on. What?
Image.
You gave a couple other names to me earlier. I don't want to say it until you're comfortable. One of the names was another famous politician from the West.
Yeah.
How did you meet him?
He was also there that week.
He was also there that week.
Yeah, Pierre Trudeau.
And what was the interaction with you?
Scary.
Was his wife also involved or just him?
I didn't see his wife, or I don't know. I didn't see anybody else but him.
But you vividly remember him. And When did you know it was him later on? Because at the time you're 9, 10 years old.
Yeah, again, you know, this came much, much later. I don't remember exactly when I realized that it was him.
Now, something to note is PBD brought up Justin Trudeau's mom, and although
I feel like that's something you would remember, like. But anyway, I'm not trying to say like I'm not trying to unvalidate or anything like that. I'm just feeling I thought she would have had an answer. I guess like.
Annika here says she didn't really realize if she was involved or anything like that. The research that I was doing, the other individual who we'll be taking a look at later on, she actually has quite a bit on Justin Trudeau's mom. Whether it's true or not, we'll get into it. But if you had any doubt that she was talking about Justin Trudeau's dad, PBD clarifies it by addressing this to her.
You don't remember when he came to you later that it was Pierre?
No.
Justin Trudeau's father, right? That's who you were talking about.
Yes.
I mean, you've never mentioned his name before, right? No. Trudeau. What was that relationship like, or the experience like? Was it a one-day thing? Was it a repetitive that happened?
All right, I'll tell you something. David Rockefeller had me trained as a spy. So I was a sex slave, of course, and I was an elite sex slave now, and I was trained as a spy through the mind control training. And so that week,
who was here telling me that the mind control stuff was fake? Or no, that it was inconclusive?
With men, and then I would go report.
MK, who was here telling me MK
weaknesses
Ultra was inconclusive
for their sexual preferences to David Rockefeller?
Why did he need that information? Is that how to blackmail and use it later on in negotiation?
For example. Or if he knows what they want, then he can give it to them sexually.
Now, call me crazy, and, you know, I might have to throw my tinfoil hat back on, but this sounds a lot like what Jeffrey Epstein was basically found to be doing or accused of doing. A lot of reports were coming out after his suicide, I should say, saying that he was working for the CIA. He was blackmailing a lot of these individuals, using these sex islands and whatnot. But as PBD continues to push a little bit more on the Trudeau situation, she says something quite shocking that makes him sound like a complete monster.
So, about Trudeau, I said that I could never please him as long as I was alive. That's how scary that was.
You could never please him?
I'm trying to envision this being Justin's dad. Maybe a tiny bit, but like he looks so much more like Castro. He looks so much more like Castro.
With Trudeau.
He doesn't look pretty much anything like this. Like I'm trying to maybe when he does a cheesy smile, then
what does that mean?
It means that
you can see where he gets his
couldn't
mental
kill me because at that point I was not a throwaway child, and he scared me enough so that I then.
Sorry, so hold on. So why wasn't she able to?
Couldn't kill me.
Hold on.
Could never please him.
If I was alive.
With Trudeau.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
It means that he couldn't kill me because at that point I was not a throwaway child.
Really?
And he
really
he scared me enough so that I then tell Rockefeller that that's what he wants, a child to kill.
Now that's an absolutely wild thing to be claiming. And, you know, you might think that she is a kook, a loon.
Here's the thing, though, like, there's these evil freaking people that do shit like this. You know what I mean? And it's usually all the people with money, with power. So, like, it sounds crazy, but I'm like, I'm also, I don't know, I'm keeping an open mind because these are serious topics, and if they are true, these people need to be exposed because, like, this can't go on anymore. But the problem is that it's so freaking deep. It's like, it's worldwide, this issue, and like, how do we stop it?
But she's not the only individual who's said something like this. As I mentioned, while doing my own research, I came across a woman who's been talking about this for an even longer time, since the early 90s, if not beforehand. I think maybe the mid to late 80s as well. She was an individual who was used in these mind control programs. She's mentioned Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau plenty of times. She surprisingly also mentions Brian Mulroney and how he was kind of taken over following orders by George Bush for the New World Order situation. But this video that I'm about to play, it was very hard to find. Either it's been scrubbed or a lot of it's been edited. But
Hey,
here she is
Notorious,
talking
how
a
are
little bit about
you?
that, and then she'll mention Pierre Trudeau, as you'll hear here.
Notorious, are you old enough? Are you above the age of 14?
The people that were involved were following directions.
Well, I mean, I put the thing on, so Notorious is currently on 5 stream streak. Notorious, thank you so much for 5 stream streak. I really appreciate it. We're just watching some serious topics, so
From George Bush. I don't purport to know it all. I don't purport to know that George Bush is at the very top of all this, but he is as high up as I knew. It was my experience that Ronald Reagan answered to George Bush, not robotically, not under mind control, but willingly, because George Bush was respected for what he knew about bringing in the New World Order. Consider his past. George Bush first began with the United Nations. Then he went on to head our CIA. Then he ran
no
our
problem,
country
Notorious. That is absolutely not a problem. Notoriously private guy. I don't discuss about my age. No problem. Of course, of course.
3 administrations that I'm aware of, the Reagan administration, his administration, and the Clinton administration, because Reagan and Clinton both answered to him. Mexican President de la Madrid answered to him and knew that Salinas was
pretty
to
rainy
be coming
today.
into
How about
power,
you?
and Salinas had more influence in Mexico at that time than de la Madrid, that, as far as my experience was concerned. Also, Saudi Arabian King Fahd followed orders from George Bush, as did the Prime Minister of Canada, Brian Mulroney. In 1983, I heard Ronald Reagan and Brian Mulroney discussing the New World Order. Senator
Is
Byrd,
that the current New World Order that they're trying to... It's probably the same world order.
to act in the capacity
What
of
do you guys
a
think?
pimp and prostituted me to Reagan, and I was president of this White House cocktail party. Nevertheless, I heard Ronald Reagan telling Brian Mulroney that he believed the only way to world peace was through mind control of the masses.
What the fuck? The only way to world peace is mind control of the masses. Are you serious? How about, like, I don't know, don't start wars? I don't know. Blistering snowstorm over here. It was like 2 weeks that you went out of your manor. And your nana fully covered you with a sweater. You look like you're in a spacesuit. It's like a Christmas Story. Do you remember that movie? They go out into the snow. Christmas Story. Snow scene? Ha! It's like this guy. If you haven't seen A Christmas Story, you should watch it this Christmas. Ah, shit. I closed my window. No. No. Excuse my language. So you will wear a pink bunny outfit for a holiday stream? I just might. I've worn like bunny ears before for Easter. Well, I can tell you something which you study in a very private school and you were selected for a program that they interviewed you and you were selected for a very private class that they are told is followed by what? Let me see if I can get the window back. There we go.
I want to start off by saying this is a very...
Where were we in the video?
I then tell Rockefeller that that's what he
Constituted me to Reagan. In 1983,
it has to be full pink rabbit for the Christmas Story cosplay. Was there a pink bunny in the Christmas Story? Hold on. Pink bunny Christmas Story. I forgot about this. How do people remember movies? Like, I remember the movie. I remember the you know, the snowsuit, but I don't remember the bunny thing. That's funny. I can't remember why. Why? Was it like something his grandma gave him and like that's why he's so reluctant to wear it?
I heard Ronald Reagan and Brian Mulroney discussing the New World Order. Senator Byrd had acted in the capacity of a pimp and prostituted me to Reagan, and I was present at this White House cocktail party. Nevertheless, I heard Ronald Reagan telling Brian Mulroney that he believed the only way to world peace was through mind control of the masses. Once my father agreed to sell me into the project, I was taken routinely to Mackinac Island, Michigan, which is a political retreat where the Michigan governor's mansion is located. It was a bohemian grove of sorts where politicians met and discussed New World Order controls, where they discussed mind control.
Gentlemen, we select very particular set of people which needs a mindset, and you all are selected because you guys don't believe in religion nor any creed. So, and you guys are going to be a world leaders. We going to train you how to control people, mass of people. We gonna teach you everything. You told this to your mom, and they were like, we know. They informed us. Welcome, gentlemen. Yes. Notorious, you're so silly. They made a true sequel in 2022. A Christmas Story Christmas is on the Max app. It has all the living... No way! I want to see that. I mean, what in the world? You told your mom, and they were like, we know. They informed us. I'm trying to understand what you mean, though. Like, I'm trying to fully understand what you mean, Wally. Like, you're saying, followed by this. Like, why do they know? Why do they know is my question. How come they already know?
Control of the masses, mind control in the school systems. How do you use occultism as a trauma base? One of my sexual abusers at that time was the Prime Minister of Canada, Pierre Trudeau.
You don't know.
Pierre Trudeau.
It's called Being wise, mothers always know.
As a professed Jesuit,
Hold on.
sexual abusers at that time was the Prime Minister of Canada, Pierre Trudeau. Pierre Trudeau is a professed Jesuit. Now, the Jesuits are an intelligence arm of the Catholic Vatican. There's a criminal faction within these Jesuits. I'm certainly not saying all Catholics are bad, nor am I saying all CIA is bad or all politicians. There's good and bad in everything. But nevertheless, Pierre Trudeau represented this criminal faction of the Catholic Church, of the Jesuits, who believed in mind control of the masses.
After seeing all that, I probably lost quite a few of you, but to the people who have stuck around, this woman, Kathy, her story hasn't really changed in the past 50 some odd years.
Die Hard is still the best Christmas movie
that video,
ever.
That footage, I believe from my research, is from 1977. It could be sometime in the 80s. But just 2 years ago, she released this.
I'll be honest. Action films are... I like they're good. They're not my favorite, you know? Like, they're not my favorite. So, like, I personally can't say that Die Hard is the best Christmas movie ever. I think it is for many. I don't know what would I'm a I love nostalgia, so like I'd probably say something like Home Alone. You know what I mean? Your mom was like, why do you think I came to Scotland for research also for that, but they knew your development since you are 5 because you are too advanced at your age and you wise at this age, so what are you gonna do is for world's good. Wow. So you're gifted. You felt like you're in a cult now? You feel like you're in a cult. Is that a good or a bad thing? It looks like that's not a good thing. But like, why do you feel you're in a cult? Bad Santa and Bad Santa 2 proves Santa comes more than once a... Ew! I don't need to know that.
Podcast.
I don't need.
It's called Trudeau and MK Ultra. It's only 6 minutes, and you can listen to it on Amazon, or you can go to her actual page. And in this little
wait, what does that say?
MK Ultra. It's only 6 minutes, and you can listen
Justin
to
Trudeau
it on Amazon,
or Justin Castro,
or you can go to her actual page. And in this little short snippet of this 6 minutes, I probably won't play all of it. I'll play some of it. She talks about Pierre Trudeau quite a bit. Talks about Margaret Trudeau. Again, talks a bit about the mind control situation. So let's take a little listen, and I'll stop it at some point.
Trudeau and MK Ultra, by me, Kathy O'Brien. Justin Trudeau or Justin Castro? Either way, the father who raised him, former Canadian Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau, was a master of MK Ultra mind control of individuals and nations, with a goal of implementing what Adolf Hitler, George Bush, and Joe Biden term the New World Order.
You see? You see? Question of the day, Justin Trudeau or Justin Castro? So we need a goal for you. Honey goes to the Plaza Hotel in NYC to watch Home Alone 2 in 2025. Could you imagine? You don't know, but what they are teaching you is to be always in shadow, very, very private. They are going to make us like a kingmakers. Who are? Remember, kingmaker, not a king. Yeah, I got you. They're like, you guys are going to be in background in whatever gonna happen in the world in the future. No, I mean, it's a good thing that you're private, because data is like the most valuable thing, and people want your data so they can sell it, right? And who knows what else they want to do with it. So that's why. Remember Notorious? Remember how I was telling you about the Pokemon Go stuff? About how they, you know, they use the cameras to create a 3D map of the world. And you're like, nah, they wouldn't do that. Are you sure? Why else would they teach you to be very private? Maybe they know what's up. So we need a goal for you. Oh, sorry, I already read that. Okay. But yeah, that would be fun.
The question regarding who the biological father is of the current Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, raises questions about his mother. Was Justin's mother, Margaret Trudeau, a presidential model, MK Ultra mind control slave, as I was told by my politically affluent? What does this say about Justin Trudeau? Was he groomed by Pierre Trudeau to lead Canada into the New World Order by genetic design?
Maybe that's why he's so freaking crazy and doesn't give a shit what he's doing to the people. Like, he gives zero shits whatsoever. I know this is, we got our tinfoil hats on, okay? But like, I mean, regardless if it's an MK Ultra thing, like, you can be groomed, right, to whatever, do whatever, so it's all making sense now. New World Order, we don't use that word. They are teaching us, but making people fall in line, make them follow the order. Without order, they gonna be barbarians. You younglings gonna make you God. And was like, Jesus Christ. Sometimes I wonder, Notorious. You mean tinfoil toque? Yeah. That would be cute, a little tinfoil toque instead of a hat. Because I'm from Canada. Should I make one?
Or through MK Ultra mind control? I know
but
from
it's like, it's
experience that Pierre Trudeau is.
I was gonna say, like, it's hard to, when you mention like stuff like MK Ultra, people just like immediately discredit. And I want, but it's like at the same time, like, what if they're, I don't know, telling the truth?
Skilled in trauma-based mind control. Heaven sexually assaulted me at age 9 at the Mackinac Island, Michigan governor's mansion. My 1995 testimony for Congress, Transformation of America, was censored under national security due to my naming family bloodlines hell-bent on implementing a global slave society, including then Governor of Michigan, George Romney, Rhino Mitt's father, Pierre Trudeau, Justin's so-called father, George Bush, and more.
Hell-bent on implementing a global slave society. Sound familiar? 15-minute cities and all that whatnot, all that globalism, all that globalist crap. You own nothing and you'll own nothing and be happy. Wow. Thank God this is all like being exposed. How do you think we're going to control your mind? We push unnecessary thingies like Mr. Justin as your PM and make you hate him. Ah, notorious for more than 8 years. I mean, sometimes I wonder, it's like, it's all part of the plan and we're just falling right into the plan, you know? But what else do we do? If we don't talk about it, then we'll just, I don't know, we're just sheep to the slaughter. For more than 8 years, and then we give you our leader to you, and that you guys, yeah, that's Pierre, right? So right now they're pushing Pierre Poilievre, and he's gonna be the savior, or maybe Trump, right? Maybe Trump is the savior. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. That's your plan. Oh, okay, so you're part of the globalists, Notorious? Is that what it is? If you guys hate that guy, we're gonna give you another guy. I mean, that's pretty much government. Like, everyone's a puppet, right? Oh, that's what, like, people think Pierre is just like another globalist, basically. Pierre, he's the opposition of Liberal Party of Canada that's in government right now, leader of the Conservative Party of Canada, and everyone's like, yeah, he's gonna save us, but there's a group of people who are like suspect about him, so I am now suspect of him. You're not gonna escape from the system, B. Why are you so down with the system, Notorious? Why are you so down? If you're so intelligent, if you were meant to do good with your life, why are you just gonna sit down and take it? How is your experience like in Canada for the past years? Awful. Are you more into politics than your parents? Yes. Hi, Orange You. I am. They don't really care at all. Like, they're too busy to care. That's the problem. They make people too busy to care. Because they take all your money away, and then people have to work extra hard, and they have no time to worry about why it is that they have to work extra hard and pay for everyone else and then work some more. We made you hate Mr. Justin. Hey, yeah, nice. I mean, sometimes I think that's what it is, because how do you not, right? Like, it's all, like, you gotta know what you're doing is gonna cause this. So, to me, it's all on purpose. They want us to think that the world is ending. But anyway, hopefully Trump is, you know, the real deal. But according to Notorious, no. Hey, yeah, nice to see you again. Good to see you too. Hey, Juice Unknown, how's it going? I just made an awesome pizza for dinner. Now you're relaxing with a white wine. Yummy. See, when we make you focus on something to drive your mind to something, and we deal thingies in shadows, important issues. So what are you saying, Notorious? I shouldn't talk about it? What are you saying, Notorious?
My father sold me into CIA MK Ultra Mind Control's Project Monarch, which is rooted in multi-generational. After being trafficked,
the C4, thank you so much.
I lost any remaining free thought to traumatic control due to his expertise in Jesuit manipulation of the subconscious mind. While I was being trafficked yet again to Gerald Ford to fulfill his perversions, he was blasting Rod Stewart on his stereo, as he often did. He told me Maggie May had been titled for Maggie Trudeau. Margaret Trudeau had been in the news due to having been institutionalized for a mental breakdown. Her reputation for sexual promiscuity with world-famous celebrities and politicians was being diverted by media spin focused on her drug use and for being bipolar. Bipolar and schizophrenia are often terms misapplied to dissociative disorders resultant from horrific abuse, such as those experienced in MK Ultra Mind Control.
If you aren't focusing in the problem, we give you other problem, carbon tax and thingies, and make you hate him more. We make your life miserable, that we subconsciously make you hate Justin. Why are you speaking as if you're part of the government? What do you do, Notorious? What do you do? Who are you? And why do you speak like you're part of them? My political leaning, like, I like to think that I'm center, like, you know, moderate, whatever. Because I agree and both disagree with views on both sides. But currently, like, you could say I'm center right-ish, but it's because of our it's because of Justin Trudeau. It's because of our liberal government here in Canada that we're so sick of. We're like so sick of. So sick of. So yeah. Notorious is in the CIA. What are you doing spending your time here? Can you give me a job? Notorious, can you get me a job? I need a job. With media these days, it's hard to avoid getting dragged into the divisive us versus them paradigm, which makes nuanced discussion and respectful debate harder than it used to be. Yes. I agree, definitely. How about you, the C4? What's your leaning? The thing is, we have a goal for 300 years and how to shape the world. We move according to it. We aren't government. We make government, like me told. They making me a part of something that I cannot talk. Insert Among Us sus music here. It's American Privacy Agency? American Privacy. And is that why you were trying to tell the chat that the Pokemon Go thing wasn't real? What's a job I'd love to try? I always wanted to be an actress, but after learning about Hollyweird, I'm glad that never happened. I always wanted to try archaeology. That would be fun. What else? What else? An astronaut. That would be fun. I would definitely try to do that. Personally, you're center left, but on some conflicts, many hate your take. Yeah, like, here's what it is. It's like some people on either side of the left or the right just go too far. Like, you've just gone too far. Like, you need to bring it back, because it's in my opinion, it's all about balance. You need a little bit of the common sense of the right, and you need a little bit of, like, the progressiveness of the left, right? So, I don't know. It's like, I think you need a good balance of both. Would you like to visit the moon for a free holiday someday? What's the catch? A free holiday? What's the catch? No, I would definitely, if I'm like guaranteed I can come back, then he needs test subjects. Does he actually? Yo, I'm gonna hit him up. X. I don't want to go to Mars though. The moon is, that's far enough. Shit, I spelled it wrong, Elon. Because we make people like conspiracy theorists to make them make videos. Sorry, because we make people like conspiracy theorists, make them make videos. Very silly and make people. Where are you from, Notorious? Where are you from? Very silly, make people. Or you just talking like this on purpose. Whatever you gonna do, people not gonna believe it. We make conspiracies so that people like you believe it, and that thing not gonna happen. We silently do other thingies in the background. You're pro-Russian. Personally, you blame NATO for being warmongers. I blame Biden and Harris administration for, I guess, like, what is it, moving NATO into Ukraine, knowing that it would trigger a war. Regardless though, like, I don't know. It's like, I'm not pro one or the other. I think that I just wish war didn't have to exist, honestly. Notorious is a Russian bot. Mongering war is an age-old custom of bored empires. The thing is, people are like sheep, really sheep. If you want to be private out of internet in private space and whatever, the government, do you not gonna be a part of it? What? If you want to be private out of internet in private place and whatever the government do, you not gonna be a part of it. How not? You still have to pay taxes on your freaking land and all that kind of shit. Like, what do you mean you're not gonna be a part of it? Maybe you don't have to. All right, you can tell me? Tell me. Not everyone is sheep, but you can always find sheeple if you want. Me already told you I'm part of the thingies, they selected me. Well, do you have a job for me or what? Are you gonna select me? I'm waiting. I'm waiting since you want to tell me that I'm on the wrong path. I'm just another sheep. You using Twitch, which is Amazon, you are a sheep. You're on Twitch. So you're a sheep too. Well, respectively, what's your favorite kind of grass?
As people around the world recognize Justin Castro Trudeau's imposed dictatorship on Canada, and as increasing numbers of survivors of MKUltra speak out on the pervasive...
Sorry, I want to start that over. I want to start that. I want to start that over.
As people around the world recognize Justin Castro Trudeau's imposed dictatorship on Canada...
You're controlling the sheeps? Can you start it from the beginning? No way!
And as increasing numbers of survivors
I'll
of
send
MKUltra
it to
speak
you.
out on the pervasiveness of mind control, the internet is scrubbing information on mind control and rewriting history on those like Margaret Trudeau.
Castro Trudeau.
Research deep.
Hey, XNB!
And I would guess this is why
How are you?
she ended up on PBD's podcast to talk about this, because if what she's saying is true, more people that were part of this program who survived are coming out to speak about it. There might be more individuals coming out to talk about the corruption that Trudeau or Pierre Trudeau was involved in, all these.
The whole conflict is like if the world's biggest bully stole the third biggest bully's friend with subterfuge. 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 Subterfuge.
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge. Was I saying it? With subterfuge. Oh, I just that. So the third biggest bully started beating that friend in the face. And what does subterfuge mean again? Deceit used in order to achieve one's goal. Trudeau is full of subterfuge. Castro. Nah, I know, you're just messing with me. You should be. Sheep love eating grass. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Love eating sheeps, though, if they don't follow. Oh. Alright, so I'm following. What's your deal, then? I'm following, right? I'm following all of the fake conspiracies that are planted on purpose to distract me. So
Other high-end celebrities, politicians. We have the Diddy situation recently. So this is just something I figured, why not get it out there? like I said, it's probably going to get buried due to the algorithm. But if not, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. And as always, I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.
His name is Portuguese Pie. I wonder if he's Portuguese Canadian. He must be. He's all, well, Jagmeet. Me. Okay.
I want to start off by saying.
What should we watch? This woman has the face she deserves. I heard that insult today and I was like, damn, that's a good insult. This woman has the face she deserves. I'm just gonna say it. All right. And that's all I have to say about that. Is there anything interesting to watch? Actually, guys, I have to go get my mom's laptop. Just give me 1 sec.
Scientific American, the magazine. I remember when it was around when I was
grew up with it, yeah.
Grew up with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, their editor had to quit. You saw this?
Yeah, I heard about it because she expressed some opinions, right? Yeah.
Okay, right, sure, but it sure didn't sound scientific. It didn't sound like the person I would want to be running Scientific American.
Okay.
It was a rant on Twitter. Okay, I could read it to you. It's really ugly. You know, I apologize to younger voters that my Gen X is so full of fucking fascists. Okay, I'm not.
Okay, I'm not a gasket right there.
I'm not for.
All right. Yeah.
I'm not for canceling anybody on either side.
Yeah.
So But here's what I think is the scandal.
What?
This is in Scientific American.
Yeah.
George Soros.
Less
I've
than
heard
a
of
year.
him, but I don't really know. I don't really know what his deal is.
Inequity between
such a
male and
cute little,
female athletes is a result not of inherent biological differences between the sexes.
I think I already watched this. Drayan, thank you so much. P. Why P? Hey, Shoveling Ashes, how are you? Oh God, Soros. Shall we do a George? The problem when I search on YouTube though is that it's only gonna give me news. It's only gonna give me news channels and not like just a normal creator. So like I don't like news channels because they're biased. Full on evil. He funds ton of all kinds of radical groups. Also has funded multiple government takeovers and such. Jeez. Bee. Thanks again, Drea, so much for the Drayan for the 100 biddies. Am I saying it right when I say Drayan? There's something I kind of wanted to see. What's his face? What is that guy's name? What's that guy's name? Ben Shapiro. He was, I feel like, I don't know if he made a 3 days ago. Hold on. Was it this?
Justin Trudeau, while the city of Montreal was being burned by pro-Hamasniks, he was partying at a Taylor Swift concert like a little girl. Look at this pathetic
loser.
He's so pathetic. At the Eras tour. What a sad man.
Sir. Lahu Zahur. You guys remember that? From, what was it? Ace Ventura. I don't know what to watch. Google Kevin Hart silencing Kelly Clarkson because she knew something. Do I have to Google it or will YouTube show me? Kelly Clarkson silenced by Kevin Hart. This one? I feel like I feel like I saw that, but I don't know if it was this or something years ago. George was a member of the Hitler Youth in Hungary. He helped the SS round up Jewish families that ended up going to the camps. Oh shit. He was never charged with war crimes due to his age at the time. He moved to the UK and became a financier. He caused several countries to crash in the 1980s by manipulating them. He was charged and convicted in France. He avoided jail and paid a big fine. Wow. That she gonna reveal it and Kevin Hart silencing her. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't find that in YouTube. You can find it on Google. Is this not on YouTube?
I don't know if you've had.
Is this not on YouTube? But I know it's like you search it and it's never gonna show you what you really what you're really looking for. But this looks like this. But maybe it's not in this. I don't know. Anyway.
This, but I've had people throw millions of dollars
Oh, I saw
in
this.
my face.
I saw this.
To do something I didn't want to do. And what? Just you've been off. Yeah. Oh, they're in the room.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
That was my way of cueing you. Like, it's open dialogue.
Yeah. You want me to keep talking about it?
By all means, we can talk about anything. But
except that.
But don't do it.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if you've had this, but I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And what?
Why doesn't he just go, really? Really? No. Can't say that ever happened to me. You can't find that. It's literally on, this is YouTube, bro. It's literally right here. It's literally right here. He's Jewish, by the way? Huh. Watch. He helped fund the Arab Spring. He is a socialist as they come. His kids now run his evil empire that elect globalist one world types. The WEF? Because he knew, yeah. I mean, like, this just... Doesn't that just, like, make it worse? More obvious? Or it's all part of it, Notorious, isn't it?
Just...
Isn't it?
shocking new details are coming in regarding Liam Payne's death, showing that the hotel staff knew he was at risk and forced him in his hotel room anyway. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and something always felt off about this case.
Height requirement.
911 call we
Hart
talked
is a
about a
part
while
of it.
back. They seemingly were afraid of that balcony, and I
No.
couldn't really understand
They
why.
most certainly
Now
don't
we have the
height
details.
requirements.
This is coming in saying
He
that the
ain't part
hotel
of
was
it, but
actually
he
to
is working
blame.
for
This
it.
comes in from witnesses, the police report itself, the 911 call that we previously played, as well as a new surveillance video that we're going to break down for you. Apparently, Liam Payne was trying to escape his hotel when he fell to his death, and the hotel knew of this. So let's go through what happened. So Liam hates being locked up in hotel rooms. This is something apparently during his One Direction days, I guess he'd have to be holed up in these hotel rooms, fans trying to get in and find him. And so he wanted to have escape plans. And so he was attempting to use the balcony as an escape plan in this case, because he had apparently done that before. In mid-September, with sources' direct knowledge, tell TMZ, Liam's bodyguard was concerned he might have been on a drug binge and forced himself in a room in Florida rental house. He escaped from a balcony using a garden hose to reach the ground. So this is something he had been previously doing, trying to get out of these rooms, granted under the influence, but obviously a much bigger risk. But here's where things get crazier. This is the hotel staff, guys, and that's Liam being dragged like an animal back to his room. Now, apparently he was under the influence. He was allegedly being disruptive in the lobby, but it took 3 guards, splayed him out as they carried him back to his room.
You might not know
and
about
minutes
WEF.
after this incident is when he fell.
I mean, I know of WEF. I wouldn't say I know everything about WEF at all. I know that I don't like them.
To his death. Now here's the problem. It's like,
Well,
sure,
now I
okay,
know about
he's being prominent.
Soros.
Then put him outside. Do something else. To force him in the room is, you might think, well, what's the problem there, Andy? Well, here's the problem. As they're grabbing him, he was upright at the time. He was upright in these images in the surveillance video. Then they literally carry him flattened down, like force him back in the room. 3 hotel staff. This was, he was conscious. He was upright. They then brought him back to the room. 2 minutes after he was carried, Liam was standing upright in the lobby. When the hotel employees got him to his room, he struggled with them, clearly not wanting to go inside. Here's more of the surveillance video minutes before he fell. Hotel used a master key to enter his room, put Liam inside, and according to a police report obtained by TMZ, they removed a mirror from the wall directly outside, presumably
Boy bands
so he
mess
wouldn't
up
damage it, or maybe
so
even
many.
damage
They
himself.
are making a Netflix doc
so this
about
was the
groups
footage
and
as they're
people
trying to
who
get him in there.
used and
They took
abused
the
them.
mirror out as well.
Coming out
left
soon.
him in the room
Same
and
people who
pretty
did
much
all
locked
right on
him in
set.
his room, it seems. It's obvious Liam
Yeah.
told the employees he did not want to be in the room and would use the balcony.
Cause like musicians are, yeah, they're, it's all bad. Like when you're that popular and all that stuff that is involved. Hi, Queso, how are you? ESNI, can I post a link? You can whisper me a link. Links are disabled in the chat. His time in One Direction messed him up. Yeah, probably. Oh shit. Yeah, it's the One Direction guy.
Balcony as an escape because one of those employees called 911 minutes later and said they feared he might use the balcony and accidentally hurt himself. According to the 911 transcript, the hotel employee said, "I don't know whether his life may be in danger. He is in a room with a balcony and, well, we're a little afraid." That was what we played. And so you can sort of see here, like, he might have been trying to just jump from one balcony to the next, is what suspicion maybe is what was happening. Could he rappel down?
Wait, was that the balcony?
Suspicion maybe is.
Was this the balcony? I'm kind of surprised that he died from this height. It doesn't seem that high up. What do you guys think? All these people messed up when they moved to LA. Waza! Hi, Chazo! How are you? His last act was a hit. Wait too soon? You did? What did you do? You waited? Oh, you whispered me. Oh, sorry.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
This is why those
We'll watch this. We'll watch this right. We'll watch this after this, if that's okay with you, Notorious.
Is what was happening. Could he rappel down? The hotel employees left
Depends
Liam
how you
alone inside
land.
the room where he fell to his death. It's apparent he was trying to.
Okay, guys, here's the problem. His like Rolex went missing. So it's like, what if he fell and was hurt, and then somebody was like seized an opportunity? I don't know. Actually, I think there might be cameras. There might be CCTV footage of it, so maybe that's not something that happened.
Escape via the balcony because
could have
when his body was
when you're intoxicated, it's high enough. You have to remember, he went head first. Oh, did he? Oh shit! And he was super drugged up. It's a sad way to go. If he was prone to that, why didn't they put him on the ground floor? That's a good question. Chazo, thank you for the 5-stream streak. I really appreciate it. Saga. You always say saga. If he was prone to feeling like, apparently he escaped once with a, what was it, like a hose or something, a gardening hose? I don't know. He like, the guy just said it. But so if that's a thing, yeah, they should try. I don't know, that ground floor thing should have been like always a must. The people he was around allow him to stay up high. That's another thing. There's, I think one of his friends, I don't know if he's being charged or I don't know, something to do with abandonment, like he was left alone or something. He was high on that pink coke, Diddy's favorite. Allegedly, some of the Hollywood people are not influenced, are Jim Carrey and Keanu Reeves. Mofos are too woken up and enlightened. Yes. Good for them. You think they killed him? I don't think that. I'm just speculating. He could have been robbed when he was sent to the hospital. Well, I don't know. Like, I know that a Rolex was missing. I don't know if it was missing, like if he was already not wearing it when he fell, right? Like, he probably wasn't even wearing it when they were like dragging him back to his room and stuff. So even at that point, let's say they brought him back to the room and one of the people there maybe saw the Rolex and were like, this guy doesn't need it. Yoink. I don't know, like, I have no idea. But it makes it suspicious, you know? It ruins the, I don't know, investigation? He should have been on ground level. Yeah, first into concrete or having your head inside an elephant's ass. Real thing. Massive videos. Charles, why? Why? His hotel room looked like a drug den from the police photos. So why is this big news? People die every day from stupid things. Yeah, he is famous. He's he's one of the One Direction guys. Ow! Fuck. stubbed my foot. Stubbed my toe. But I didn't fall, thankfully. I almost did. I need to, like, put this here. Streamer down. Streamer down. Well, he lived longer compared to most pop stars. They all die at 27. Really? There's a club? Is that a thing? Like stars dying at 27? Because the internet is nuts and you smoke a lot of weed. Wait, what? Oh, that's why. That's why you have to share. Okay, so let's finish this video. Goes to his mom and complain about his day. What's wrong? Why? There's 27 club, but it's rather tiny in reality. You can't go or play outside.
Found.
Why not?
He had a bag strapped around his shoulder, which was not on him
Why not?
when he was
Play in the
carried
snow.
from the lobby, which is right here. So again, this is new details. There was like, oh, he passed out, he fell over. Is this what the hotel is trying to get it seen to be? Like, we were worried because he was under the influence, but then he just fell over the ledge. Well, then why do you have the bag? Clearly they knew he was trying to escape. Why didn't they open the front door of the hotel room and let him out? Okay, he's belligerent. Still not an excuse. Police also found a hat near his body. The hat is telling he had to have put the hat on inside the room because it wasn't on the lobby. So he went, put a hat on, got his bag, and because the hotel staff wouldn't let him out of his room, seemed to proceed to try to go off the balcony when he then perished. His leather bag was also on the second floor balcony, as you can see here. He was trying to get from the third floor balcony to the second floor balcony and then jump a short distance to the ground. This theory is supported by the police report, which says 2 days after his death, a hotel employee went to the second floor room right below Liam's and discovered a brown leather bag, not the bag strap, on the balcony with a note inside that said, "For Liam," along with various pills and a bottle of Jack Daniels. The report says the bag belonged to Liam, so presumably he dropped the bag down from one balcony to the other before attempting to drop down himself. So you can sort of get it. He chucked the bag down, which you can sort of easily do. All right, the bag's in, and then he was trying to proceed to follow the bag down to that second floor balcony as well. I guess assuming then go to the first, try to get out. The coroner says Liam may have been unconscious when he fell, but he was clearly conscious when he strapped the bag to his shoulder inside his room and walked to the balcony. One source with direct knowledge believes Argentinian authorities are trying to protect the hotel, and that's why they've gone after 3 people, a friend, a waiter, and then a hotel employee who allegedly supplied him with the substances. I mean, they shouldn't have, they're problematic as well. But the source believes the hotel bears responsibility for allegedly caring more about disruption in the lobby and protecting hotel property than caring about Liam's safety.
And write your name with P.
Yeah, this isn't good. This isn't good. You don't put someone belligerent and drunk in a room with a balcony that then that he makes clear is a risk. And the hotel clearly knew it was a risk. When contacted, the hotel said no comment. So that 911 call to me is a smoking gun because on it, they absolutely admit we're afraid it's in Spanish, but the translation, we're afraid he may be a danger. We don't know if he's going to fall off the balcony, but he's in the room with the balcony. I remember when I heard that and we played it, it was problematic. It was like, well, why would you put him in there? But it felt like to me and that he was locking himself in the room. I didn't realize that they were dragging him into the room, that they were...
So they might be found liable. I don't know.
Carrying him like an animal because he was making a scene in the lobby, and they thought, well, no, we can't have this. So you're going back to your room, sir. Who does this? How? This is crazy. This is craziness. This is troubling. This is really sad. More clearly going to come out from this, but as we now are finally getting the report, it does look like it was more complicated than is suspected. Now, he still then passed out near the balcony, but he should have never been near a balcony.
When you try to escape,
should have never been. If you know the person's under the influence and struggling, Why would you lock him
Are
in a
you a
room with a
cat?
master key? This is wild. Oh,
They
it's
should have
heartbreaking.
called the
It is
police
truly
and get him
heartbreaking.
help
Meanwhile,
if he was drugged
yes,
out of
One
his mind,
Direction
right?
was there during the funeral, and I don't want to go through this. We're not
But
going
the
to show.
problem is, like, apparently one of the hotel staff was supplying him with the substances. So
With pictures and stuff, but this happened last week. The full band was there, along with James Corden, Cheryl Simon Cowell, and Payne's family. There was a beautiful tribute and emotional service that was attended by his bandmates, and I can't imagine hearing this new news. Any of them are this is making it easier to know that it all could have been prevented. And it wasn't just, oh, he's an addict. It was substance. I mean, that definitely didn't help. But the fact that this hotel let this happen, he could still be here today. He could be seeking help for his substance
when your mom
use
goes and
if
talks,
he had not been placed and locked in a hotel
when
room
your
near a
mom goes
balcony
and talks
when they
to
knew there was a
her,
risk,
your
and he was
nana
threatening that
was like,
to jump,
lady, you are
jump away to
grounded
escape.
to get inside.
This angers me, man.
Your
I don't know
mom
what
was
do you
like,
guys think?
"But
Does this surprise you? I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. We got a lot more coming
to
for you. Make
self,
sure you
when
hit
you
that
become
subscribe
mega
button and
rich,
the bell for
stay
alerts. You get
on the
notified when
ground
you are
floor.
notified. Smash that like. Leave your comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. My heart goes out to his family and friends.
It's just the fact that he at one point even successfully like escaped a hotel room with like a hose. What?
Rooms. This is something. So let's go through what happened. So Liam hates being locked up in hotel rooms. This is something apparently during his One Direction days, I guess he'd have to be holed up in these hotel rooms, fans trying to get in and find him. And so he wanted to have escape plans. And so he was attempting to use the balcony as an escape plan in this case, because he had apparently done that before. In mid-September, with sources' direct knowledge, tell TMZ, Liam's bodyguard was concerned he might have been on a drug binge and forced himself in a room in Florida rental house. He escaped from a balcony using a garden hose to reach the ground. So
that's crazy. So yeah, after that, like, yeah, make sure he's on the ground floor. Moving forward, I don't know. That's wild. Let's check out the Cat Williams talking about Jeffrey Epstein and the Illuminati.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
This is why those one world people exist, because it's a very powerful concept to have and far too lucrative and beneficial to not be attempted.
Yeah, I mean, if I was going to run some global power organization, I would try to co-opt every single leader, try to suck them in, offer support, bring them out to wherever the fuck I have my big-ass meetings.
You're down for one world,
fly everybody in
Notorious?
private jets, talk about the climate crisis.
All organizations have to follow the same rules.
Yeah.
Money
That's
does not buy
wild.
happiness in this case. One government.
Recruitment is an important facet of all. Like,
we have to get some young global leaders.
Well, understand, this is the only reason that we can
Why,
talk about
Notorious?
these
Why?
big Illuminati-like entities at this period of time. It's just because of time. Like, they aged out. Like, you can't get
Cat
in.
is a wild guy. He went viral for getting his ass beat by a kid. Really? 1B? What? Yeah, one world, one government, one rule, one queen bee. One world won't work, and it's because of two things. I cannot say because Twitch only allows people to trash certain things. Chazo knows what's up. That's what they teaching us. Who's teaching you? Who's teaching you, Notorious?
New, so everybody got decrepit over there, and they can't exchange really through this period of history, and so that's how we ended up with
Trudeau,
the Bob Lazars and everything.
Bob Lazar.
Throughout history, you could really, it was much easier to get people to not tell nobody.
Right.
As part of your job. You know what I mean?
Imagine going to a World Economic Forum party. What did those freaks do when all the listening devices have been scanned out of the room? All their phones been put into bags. and locked away in a lead vault. What do those freaks do? Because you know it's not normal shit. You know everybody's buttoned down like that and wants to control the world. There's something involved that's outlandish that they keep a secret. That's always been the case with secret societies. I mean, that's the whole Eyes Wide Shut thing. That there's some freak shit going on behind the scenes to anybody that really wants to control everything. You don't just want to control everything. You want to control everything so you can get away with some freak shit, too.
Right, I'm saying, but these Epstein-like characters have existed throughout history, whether they were kings or what, human beings are human beings universally. So everybody is a supplier.
Brazy Beck CLA, what? Oh, is that for those like special emotes? He was watching kids play football and he took the trash, talked too far, and the kids went after him, and a 13-year went MMA on him. Damn. I mean, Cat's not necessarily a big guy, right? So and I've seen some big ass 13-year-olds, so you never know, but I don't know. I didn't see the video. Berlin sent out a note to their gay and Jewish populations telling them not to visit certain neighborhoods. Imagine the whole world like that. See, that's an issue. That's a problem. Well, me already told you. You forgot. I was selected in me school by a very private organization. Well, you're doing a terrible job if you're just telling everyone about your private organization, notorious, and your school itself is very, very private. I see. I don't even know what is going on in like 90% of these conversations, but I'm here for Drayan. Oh, I'm sorry. Drayan, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Eyes Wide Shut is a creepy movie no one wanted to see Tom and Nicole get that close on film. Eyes Wide Shut. No one wanted to see this. Why? What's wrong with this? In that very, very private school, there is a very, very private organization who grooms kids who have capabilities of becoming the leader of the future. So you're in MK Ultra program? Some kids who are 7 look like linebackers. They have no chemistry together. Is that okay? I see. I never saw the movie, so I'm not. I don't know. Don't be sorry. You do you. I'm chilling. You're sweet. It's actually a good movie. They did the deed on camera. They did the actual deed. It's very David Lynch. Because no one gonna believe what you said. Critical thinker, always search for proof. I don't have any proof. Also, you can take this as a hoax. Thus, how me live in shadows. Well, Notorious, likewise. Likewise. How do you know this isn't all a ruse? How do you know I'm not just pulling everyone's leg and I have something up my sleeve? Kate Winslet has been... Oh, Chazo. Really? Why? There is a director's cut, if you can find it, that's near 3.5 hours of footage they had to cut to give it an R rating. She takes her art... She's a method actor. She takes her art seriously. Well, I don't know. Watch out, Hunniebee has stuff in her basement that we don't know about. Yeah.
Weinstein, like
I
these
sure
guys knew what these extremists liked and provided it, and provided the way for you to
That sounds like what that lady was saying. That sounds just like what that lady was saying. Anyway.
Like to have $1 billion and not create.
In Titanic, she would have been told to date Leo. You aren't one of us because you are in front of camera exposing yourself to everybody. AI. Thus you exist in spotlight and am just a letters in your screen. How do you know I'm not AI? Notorious. I am using a filter after all. How do you know I'm not just an AI? Riddle me that. How do you know? It is 5 a.m. again. Oh yeah, shit, it's 5:30. When you were a kid, you saw Titanic and her boobs were the first boobs you ever saw. Best time. A perfect hoax and a cover. Reality check, Hunniebee is AI, she can't be real. AI didn't develop that much.
A fantasy island type environment.
Why are you laughing?
Has not existed throughout history.
Right.
I see why I said that. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm a psyop. There is Mandela effect. Some people recall seeing Titanic with a Kate showing all, and one where she just has the necklaces. I mean, when it comes Mandela effects in movies, the problem with that is that there's like different cuts. Sometimes there's different, like there's a director's cut, or there's like a TV version, right, where they censor stuff. Like there's a lot of different edits. So when it comes to Mandela effects in movies, I don't know. It could just be an edit. She shows her damn thing. Bye, Notorious. Thank you so much for hanging out. Enjoy. She gets full frontal in many movies, but she isn't your type. Well, her face, I don't know. She looks angry all the time. By Notorious, please give B and me a job whenever you can at your private agency. Well, I guess I can't because I'm public, so I guess I can't, but thank you, Notorious. I appreciate it. Aw, hugs and kisses. She is Canadian AI who will take over the world. Bye, Notorious. Bye bye. You're so sweet. So you're gonna you woke up at 8 a.m. What time is it for you, Chazo? True, B's not even real, so yeah, just me then. No, I'm real, guys. I'm real. I'm so real. I just want to put a video going while I update. You know what? No, I'm not gonna put a video going because I have to do this. I have to do this thing on my mom's laptop. A video will distract me. Oh, Oh, it's almost 10 p.m. where you live. Okay. You work from home, so as long as XYZ work is done by XYZ time, life's good. Ooh, work from home. Nice. How do you know she's an AI? Wired headphones. Oh. You know, an AI that really wants you to believe that they're a real person would use wired headphones. Sometimes you go into the office, just not really much point. Yeah, not anymore, especially with the digital age. Excuse me. Very boomer. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Listen, I don't like the way headphones make me look. That's why I use these on stream, okay? I have nice headphones. See? Right here. But like, it doesn't go, you know, like they're purple, so it doesn't really go. Gamer mode. Okay. Yeah, these eyes start tweaking out sometimes, so we know she's AI. You look like a Canadian air traffic controller. I don't know how to say air traffic control-y type stuff. What do they say normally? I have one laptop. This is my mom's laptop. I'm just editing. I'm uploading a video to her YouTube channel. Guys, go follow Keeping Up with Linda on YouTube. Let me See? She's a YouTuber. So yes, I am send this to your moms and get your moms to subscribe, please, and thank you. So yeah, I'm just uploading a video for her. All right. Next. Next. All right, it's uploaded, or it's uploading. What do you mean? Anyways, all right. All right, guys, I am going to head off to bed. It's 5:48 in the morning. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who followed today. Thank you, Drayan, so much for the 100 biddies. I really appreciate it. Still early. As well as Ghost ZT62. Thank you so much for the raid. And It Factor Scott, thank you again so much for the $100 donation to the Veterans Association Food Bank. I really, really appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much again. And yes, I hope you all have a great night. Oh, and also thank you to Molotov, my patron, over on Patreon. Thank you guys. And yes, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.